Where's my glasses? Where are my glasses?
Where are my glasses?
Okay, we got 'em. What's good, YouTube? Hey people, how are ya? And as you can see, you are back here with me with another banger, wanga for the...
I was finna say danger, but...
I mean, but anyways, we're back. And yeah, we're doing another reaction video. And this one is Dating as a Virgin is Weird. And this one kind of sparked my interest because I seen it pop up on my recommended. And I want to watch it. So yeah, let's watch it.
So dating as a virgin, it is just quite the odd,
Strange.
I can't even put a word on it. It's quite an experience. So I just want to talk about my experience with that today. Before we go any further, I'm going to make a huge disclaimer and say that I will not be making any moral judgments on whether or not virgins are better than non-virgins. It's going to be me talking about my personal experiences when it comes to dating. But outside of that, I'm not casting any stones. Do what you want with your body. I do not care whatsoever. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions, but just try not to get too passionate. So yeah, let's get into it. I looked at the view.
Let's get into it.
So yeah, let's get into it. So first, I guess I can start this video by explaining why I think I'm still a virgin. There's no concrete answer to this. I'm still trying to figure it out. The first reason is that
contradicting part one. Cause like, what do you mean you don't know if you're still a virgin? Huh? Pal, you have no concrete evidence. You're still figuring it out. What? Like, girl, have you been fucking or not? Like, that's the only thing that makes you a virgin or not. Like, huh? Gotta keep an eye out for this one. I don't know.
is that I am quite shy, insecure. My first instinct isn't to be comfortable and vulnerable in intimate situations. And it seems quite obvious, at least to me, that sex is such vulnerable and intimate interaction with another human being. And so the thought just initially scares me. The thought of just getting naked and showing my body in front of somebody else. I used to do sports in high school, middle school, all that stuff. I was never that person who felt comfortable just changing out in the open. I still get pee shy to this day, like when I go to the bathroom with my girls, they all like to cram in together. I will not be able to pee if they're in there.
Hold on, another pause. Cause what? You say all your girls like to come in the same bathroom, same stall?
You nasty ass bastard! You fucking nasty ass motherfucker! That's nasty, man!
Wait, don't girls gotta sit down when they pee anyway? Or like squat? Or like, that was just what I was thinking like my whole life. I didn't think girls stood up like boys and just let it fly because I don't think they really can. Well, if they were born girls, I don't think they can. You know what I mean? But, ew! Wait, ew! All of y'all sit in the same stall and pee? But what if somebody pH balances up? Then you gotta smell that shit. Like, ugh, your pee stank. Drink some water, ho. But like, no wonder niggas used to say girls had cooties back in the day. That's disgusting. Like, ew. Like, what? Okay, just.
And there's like no stalls. I don't know. There's just something about my body that seems so private, and like I don't want others to really be able to see it in full detail.
Like, what if one of your friends just get down and they see you peeing, and then when you get up, they just
physically, metaphysically, it's just always shied away from sex because of that, because the thought of being naked and doing things on top of a man. I really need to have some level of trust with that person in order for me to feel comfortable with doing it. Another reason why I think I'm still a virgin is because
you're throwing me off with this think you're still a virgin. Like, are you a virgin or not? Like, what have you been doing? Have you let anybody crush? Have you let anybody hit? Like, if you have, then you're not a virgin. If you haven't, then you're not. It's simple as that. Like, what do you mean by think? Now you're kind of throwing me off, pal. I can't lie. I can't lie at all.
Upbringing, so I grew up in a traditionally Christian household. My parents were never particularly strict, so it's not like they necessarily pressured me into thinking you have to wait till marriage, like sex is a sin, like no casual sex, no nothing. They were not like that, but I think just growing up going to church and hearing that stuff reiterated day in, day out, constantly being fed that at such an early age, I think it affected me, and for some reason it just stuck with me.
I mean that makes sense because like, you a little kid.
Or something. I'm not Catholic. I don't necessarily read the Bible every day, or that I pray all the time or anything like that. There are some values that have stuck with me from when I went to church and stuff, but now I'm not entirely sure what I would call myself. I guess you could say more spiritual.
So you're not,
and even that term I'm not comfortable with. I think growing up in the church and sitting in the sanctuary and hear them lecture us about sex. See, I'm even uncomfortable saying it. Like, isn't that so pathetic? I literally go, sex. You are too old.
That brother's cute.
to be acting this way. Just hearing these conversations about sex and purity and waiting till marriage and abstinence and all of that stuff, I always just have this little feeling or voice in my head that's just like, you shouldn't do that. And then my psyche splits because then I hear another voice like, that's completely ridiculous. Cool. I talk to other people who've grown up in religious households. Most of them aren't religious and don't practice anymore, and yet they still share the same experience of being a little nervous and shy when it comes to sexuality. I also haven't had that many opportunities in dating and relationships or anything with the opposite sex at all. I didn't get a chance to like even kiss a guy until like 2-3 years ago. Insane, but I promise you, like, when it comes to dating, I just never had that opportunity. In high school, I was focused on school and I didn't really have any crushes on anyone. In college, I had my crushes, but the crushes were usually taken or already in relationships, so I just distracted myself, focused on school once again. And then once I came back home, I was focused on finding a job and rebuilding connections with people I had here, focusing on friendships and things like that. I'm not in male-dominated spaces, so I work in boutique fitness, which is pretty much mainly just women. Not around men often, and the only time I really do find myself engaging with them is when I go out to like bars and clubs on the weekends occasionally, and that's just not really where you want to meet the best of the best. So yeah, that's another reason is that I just haven't had that many experiences.
Side note though, chat. I think she's pretty. I think she's very pretty. She got big nostrils though. Like, you take 2 fingers, just like in her nostrils like that. But like, she's pretty though. Her lips are very kissable, very lickable, very able, you know.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 god.
You know what I mean?
Talking, dating.
That's kind of crazy because you do that to the other lips, not really these. That's kind of nasty. Just letting somebody don't do that. All right.
Being with men in general. And now I'm going to get into dating as a virgin. First of all, I didn't know, or maybe I just didn't expect most people to be turned off when they hear that I'm a virgin. I know what people say. They say, you don't need to share that stuff when you're dating, or you should hold that off for a later time, or you don't even have to tell them that you're a virgin, like it's none of their business. And that's not why I'm telling them. The reason that I tell them is usually because I am asked about it. In the first 3 days, the topic of sexual intimacy and compatibility is going to come up. Either they're expecting sex to happen soon. That is crazy that I do that with a word. And the second thing is that I know on my end from jump that since I'm a virgin, I cannot just have sex. Like, I'm putting a number on it. When the first couple of dates, I can't do that. I wouldn't feel comfortable. I think we've already discussed my issues with vulnerability and intimacy, and that for me to engage in such an activity, I need to establish some sort of trusting, loving relationship to where I feel comfortable with sharing that part of myself with them. And I know that from jump, but they don't. And the last thing I want to do is waste people's time, because not everybody wants to commit before having sex, which I totally understand. Conversation has to be brought up, otherwise we both end up wasting each other's time, so to speak, and just going on a couple of dates, and then it just doesn't go anywhere. And in my experience, I can honestly say that I am shocked at the reactions that I get when I tell people I'm a virgin. So usually they're just like, oh, are you like waiting for marriage or something? Then they get turned off and ghost me, because once they hear committed relationship and it's like the second date, I understand them being like, pump your...
That mean they weren't committed in the first place. If you saying that you were a virgin turned them off and they ghosted you, that mean they was only there for that bullshit. They was only there for that one thing in the first place. So if anything, that's a good thing for you, cause you know what I mean. Like, if a nigga really committed and they knew you was a virgin, they're probably like, okay, cool. We'll wait till you're comfortable. We'll wait till, you know what I mean. We'll wait for you. But they ghost you after you say that. That should let you know something, sis. That should make it really, really clear. All right, let's continue.
Your breaks? Not interested in that. One dude actually told me, he was like, so what's wrong with you? Like, cause you're not ugly.
Right. You're very pretty.
He's like, what's really wrong with you? Is your personality? And I'm like, no, I hope not.
We
have the typical cocky guy that's like, oh, you're gonna get attached. Dang. You're gonna get attached. That's why I can't pursue this anymore, because I don't need you clinging on after we do it, since it's your first time. It'll be so emotional. Which I guess a part of that is kind of true, but also relax. Most of y'all don't know what y'all doing. No way. So I highly doubt. Sometimes I get the reaction in which people are creepily into it, really into it, to where they bring it up all the time and make crude jokes.
That make me so uncomfortable. Ha ha ha, you don't know what you're talking about, virgin. Ha ha, shut up, virgin. Like, they be making jokes like that. I'm just asking. I'm not trying to make fun or nothing. Like, I'm just wondering, like, what they be doing. Like, ha ha ha, you're a virgin. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, what they be doing? Like,
oh, and they're just like, oh yeah, that's hot. That's like so hot. I'm actually like really into that. I can't wait to take over. And it's like, ooh, not interested in being fetishized. It honestly feels like I'm just like in a hamster wheel running at full speed, going nowhere, or like a dog chasing its own tail, because I'm uncomfortable and vulnerable in intimate situations. Therefore, I know I need to be in a trusting and secure relationship before sharing that part of myself. The guys that I'm interested in are not interested in sharing that moment with me, because they know that I'll get attached, which is true based off of the first two premises. So they reject and ghost me, but then we're left at, if every guy does that and says that, how am I supposed to fix the first two problems?
Exactly. Solution. Don't go looking for love. Let the right person and let love come and find you. Because if that person really want to be with you, they'll wait till you comfortable to, you know what I mean, to get into all that stuff. They'll wait on you. You know what I mean? They won't make you uncomfortable, and you'll know that. You'll feel it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the solution to your problem, or to one of them, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You don't got to take that advice. I'm just throwing it out there. And that's for you, pal. For my boy or my girl that's still a virgin out there. That's for you. You know what I mean? Wait till you feel comfortable to do it, and then do it. Don't rush to like, I can't wait to lose my virginity because everybody else lost theirs. Don't let that peer pressure, you know what I mean, punk you out. You know what I mean? Just wait till you ready. You know what I mean?
Been brutal, to say the least.
That's
it's ruined
motivational.
every single
motivational is just
relationship I could have been in, the topic of sex, because we ultimately were never on the same page, and it just seems like nobody wants to invest themselves dealing with a virgin at this age, and I get that. I understand.
It ain't that. They don't want to deal. They don't want to wait for that poontang. That's what they want. They just want it, like when they could get it, and you not willing to do that because you're not comfortable, or you're just not a hoe. Like, that's what that is. Like, for real, sweetheart.
I understand that perspective very well, but it's like, what am I supposed to do here? Because I can't just go out and do it on a whim.
You can.
That would probably end up being a traumatic situation for me. So.
Yeah, but you can do it.
That's my perspective on that. I always just feel left out.
Okay.
Just awkwardly in the corner, like, God, I wish I could relate to that story, or God, I'm glad I don't relate to that story. I'm missing out on something so huge, and I am. No pun intended.
That wasn't funny.
It's just too good. But I also just can't.
That might have been the lamest joke of the month. Lamest joke of the day. That wasn't funny. I probably could see why some of them men don't want you anymore. All based off of that joke right there. That was just so corny and dry and terrible. Never ever make a joke like that ever again. All right, let's move on. That was just a PSA.
So I'm gonna take my time, not give up, and know that I can have sex in a comfortable position. No pun intended. I feel like Michael Scott with all of these puns going crazy right now. Whether you're a virgin or not, doesn't matter. Leave it.
And you still making these corny and lame jokes. I'm finna leave you, and I ain't even with you. I'm just about to leave your channel because these jokes are getting so lame. Like, you really making me mad. Stop. Come on. You've got like 30 seconds left. Come on.
Thoughts below. Follow me on my socials. I'm gonna put them in the description. I'd love to.
I love to chat too. Not with them corny jokes you making though. That's made me mad. I don't even want to finish the little 8 seconds, 5 seconds, 2 seconds that you got left on that video. Cause no. Anyways, let's find something. That's for the next video to find a new reaction. Hey man, if y'all new to the channel, you know what to do, pal. Anyways, I'm finna get up because finally this video's over and I gotta take a shit. Alright, bye guys, bye people.
What the flip, dude?